appreciate it greatly. So thanks everybody for coming. I don't really know if I should really call you guys all out by name, but you guys all know each other. If you don't, then you know what, it's tough shit.
Oh, we can do a quick introduction. What's your name?
Do a quick introduction. I'm Noel. I was the guy who started the Shralpers Union. Behind the camera right there is Jamie Soliday.
Hey, what's up?
Mr. Get Die. We have Mr. Rob Rodriguez right there. We have Cynthia. We have Blue. We have Dan. We have Luke. We have Soy. We have Brian. We have Kristen. We have Jeff. And we have Theseus. And thank God I didn't forget anybody's name.
Yeah, that was good.
Everybody that's on the computer, we have Daryl from Bliss out in Harrisburg. We also have Ray from Bliss out in Harrisburg. Ray's the guy you can't see. And Finn should be there somewhere out in Orange County, New York. Finn's board shop, Orange County snowboards, skateboards, all that good shit. Super downhill dudes, man. They just came out last weekend from the Adrenaline thing, 2 weekends ago. First of all, the whole deal with the Shralpers Union is to promote, side stance board culture. It's basically surfing, snowboarding, skateboarding, wakeboarding. And where we got started from was, being that I've been skateboarding and skateboarding and surfing for 30 years, it kind of grew out of a passion for that. And then, being a snowboard salesman since '98 in New York City kind of didn't hurt the whole me being in the scene thing. So the reason that I got the union together, or kind of like got the idea of the union together, was to kind of bring a bunch of people together with all of the same interests and likes that don't necessarily have the same hookups throughout the entire region or throughout the area. Like myself, I've worked in shops all over the East Coast. What's up, Earl? Thanks for coming. You're a little late.
Earl's here as well.
Earl's here now, guys. Earl's late. Sam, sorry, Sam.
Sam, what it is, Sam?
But like I said, the reason that I brought the union together in the first place, snowboard game, and everybody I know in the skate game, all right. We have Mr. Steven Sanchez has now arrived.
Steven Sanchez, how are you doing tonight, brother?
But like I said, get everybody together and get together and form instead of a posse, like a union of people who have similar likes and interests. And like over here, like I know Dan, he's a huge snowboard dude. He goes all over the place snowboarding in Utah and stuff like that. And then Jeff and Theseus who skate all over the United States and things like that. So Rod,
I feel this is honestly this is amazing that you're articulating this. Sorry to use very big words. It's sort of like a mission statement.
We're educated.
I never I know Shralpers Union, the ultimate in style and control and ease and side stance board culture. But
and Ratitude.
Now it's Ratitude.
But the reason I really
but
started
now this is it makes sense. Like you telling your history and kind of
okay, here's the beginning of Shroud. This is how it all started. It was Polly, myself, Al Price, and Will were all working at Paragon. There was some crappy sale that they were having, as usual. Sorry, I don't mean to disrespect Paragon, but you know what? We had our time together, and that's all there is to it. Sam, you were there too. Polly got an old ride shirt. It said Shralp on it. It was SCHRALP, and it was a dude throwing a turn in snow, and it just looked really kind of corny but cool. So we kind of adapted the term as our little crew. If we were out, we'd say Shralp it, Shralp it, Shralp it. Know where we are on the street and this and that. And it turned into the union. Once the union became that, it was like the five of us started getting more people in the New York City crew and from around the area. At that point, I decided to start the union on the Facebook so that we could connect people from all over the states that we knew. So, like Polly's parents have hookups up at, the Swiss Chalet up at Hunter Mountain, New York. Then I've got guys that own the Slidebrook Lodge up in Sugarbush, Vermont. And then there are other stores and other businesses along the way that we all know that we would like to incorporate. So it's basically like once you join the union, you're in a family of people that have the similar likes and similar likes and dislikes as you. And you know that if you're in the union and you roll into a shop and they're union friendly, you're going to get shown a little bit more extra love. If you go to different places and events or go to different resorts or hotels and stuff like that, I'm working with that, trying to get those guys involved. Being that I work with Powder Dogs on the side, they have 24 locations in Utah, 2 in Japan, 1 in New Zealand, and 1 in Chile. So we're basically just trying to get a conglomerate of businesses and people that are together, that are willing to, go the extra mile for other people that are in the union. It's kind of like a AAA, but for dudes that snow, surf, skate, wakeboard, and also girls too, because we need more Bettys in the scene. Mission statement of the union. lately the shit on the internet has been really just disgusting, and I have to say that I'm pretty much like kind of a fault.
So turn the camera off now?
No, you're good to go, man. I'm gonna be admitting about this. Like, it doesn't take much to set a snowball down, down the hill, but with a huge kickball kick, it got really ugly, and I've always said kind of came to blows, and I realized, like, if I'm going to start a fight, I better be able to back it up, and negativity is not really cool, and it doesn't really get shit done. You can get shit done with honey better than you can get it done with vinegar, that type of old flag shit. More flags with honey than with vinegar, you know what I'm saying? So, at that note, we're just going to bypass the rest of that bullshit, and next thing, we still have a lot of the summer left, so I'm sure everybody's kind of like itching for what we're looking to get done. We're definitely got big things in the works right now. Luke, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We're talking with a few of the bigger promoters in the whole game, and we're trying to do something that will equal, if not make California look like a bunch of amateurs. So it may not go off as planned this year, but definitely we're going to give them a run for their money in the whole legit racing scene and downhill scene, and they think that we're a bunch of hooligans and like we're not that very organized, and there's nothing really going on here. When it comes down to it, we do have the best skaters in the United States as far as I'm concerned. Maybe North America, maybe the world. I don't know about what goes on in other countries, because that's I don't get out of the fucking New Jersey too often, or New York City, but to be truthfully honest with you, I skate with a lot of dudes in the city all the time. You guys are all rad, all fast, all possess rad Shralpers, you all have mad style, mad gratitude. There's a couple guys out there, that got the stick book style that we still allow hang out with us, but, it is what it is. They'll get past that by the help of Sure Skateboard School. I'd like to thank all of the sponsors and the vendors. There's going to be a lot of dudes that I probably have forgotten. But first and foremost, Uncle Funky's has been the #1 supporter of the Shralpers Union since day one. The minute we hit 200 fans on Facebook, 30 seconds later, there was a post up saying 5FL, which was 5 for life. Any Shralpers Union member that walks into Uncle Funky's store gets 5% discount for life. Most people are like, 5%, that's nothing. Actually, it's a lot when you start dealing with this stuff. So it may not be the biggest thing in the world, but it's the greatest thing to help start the rest of the ball rolling. Other shops have jumped in on this. If you're down there, Fins, thank you. We appreciate it. Second guy right there. Can't really see him, but there he is right there. Second person to jump on board. As soon as we told him what went on at Adrenalina, he's like, Shralpers Union, we're totally down with that. So we'd like to thank those guys up at Orange County Boards and Fins, rad dude. Anybody wants to go do some downhill up north in Orange County, this guy will definitely take care of it. Also like to thank Bliss out there. I know you guys are out there too, Daryl and Ray. We're coming out for Adrenalina, as well as the guys from Fins. You guys really helped out a lot with the whole Today Show debauchery, the Today Show debauchery, and as Ray would put it, and also the whole Wall Street thing, which actually I thought was kind of cool. But
your boyfriend said there was nothing wrong with being gay.
That's cool, exactly. I'm not worried about that. And let's see, you got guys like Logan helps us out a lot.
Where do you rate this stuff?
Helps us out a lot. Obviously, I've already said Uncle Funky's, Sure Skateboard School has always got our back. Hog Wash, always been there. Fabrica Productions, Push Culture News, Get Die Crew, Soy Longboards.
Get Die?
I know that I'm missing a lot of guys out there, man. I know a lot of you guys. I know. I just can't. Fabrica. I'm sorry, Fabrica. Who? Concrete Kings. Yeah, can't forget Solomon. Those guys.
You know what you need? You need to take a breath and have a sip of beer.
All right, great. Does anybody have anything that they want to bring up as an issue or a point of interest right now, please?
I have one question.
Yes,
when you are really excited, how do you yell Shralpet?
Shralpet!
Good. All right. So I guess we can start the meeting.
Okay. Now,
the New York treat us, the Shralpers Union, when we came up to New York, treated us really well. We really lost the valley. Everybody did really well by us. I really do appreciate it. And I do see
All right.
the union.
The wall is talking, so I'm going to turn this off for a second.